I got around to watching Arcane, which is a show on Netflix. It's based off League of Legends. I don't know League of Legends at all, which is why I never want to watch a show, because I didn't think I know anything about it. Figured I'd be lost throughout the entire thing. And season 2, the first act, came out earlier this week, and I figured I'd see people talk about the show just to see. I saw this reaction channel that was saying that these two guys didn't know anything about League of Legends and they were watching the show and they loved it. And so I thought, what the hell? I'm free. I'm not doing anything. So I will get on Netflix, I'll watch the show, and I got hooked. Now I will admit the first two episodes of the show were kind of boring. Like, there were interesting parts, but it did kind of feel a little bit dragged out, episode 1 and 2. But episode 3 really did just tie it all together. And every episode after episode 3, it really just, you can go back and watch it, and there is that dragged out from episode 1 and 2 a little bit, but you understand why it's there. And it's so important. And it makes a story, on some level, a little bit more emotional, because of what happens to these characters in the first 3 episodes. But it also is just great storytelling. And it looks amazing. And we've never seen a show like this before. Now, this is a part of the video where I will talk spoilers for season 1. So if you do want to watch a show and you don't want to be spoiled for it, go watch it, come back and watch this video. Otherwise, keep watching. I really enjoyed the character developments. The first 3 episodes of the show, which are about the main leads mainly, which are V and Powder, as children. And they're so, again, it's a little bit dragged out like I've been saying, but it's so important for the next, episode 4 through episode 9, because it really just tells this tragic, dark, and emotional story. That's also again, great storytelling, like seeing V and going from kind of being protective of Powder to then Powder feeling like she's not really getting all the attention, or being like she's not doing the best she could. So she goes to the site to do those bombs, and in doing so kills 2 of her closest friends, V and Powder's closest friends. It really pushes V to abandon Powder, which leads Silco to get what he wants, which is Powder, and then brainwash her and turn her into Jinx. And the time lapse between episode 3 and episode 4 was so good. I know there's a lot of shows that do time jumps. That's okay, why are we time jumping? This made so much sense. And I didn't leave episode 4 being okay, why do we time jump? You know why. It's because there's really no story to tell between episode 3 and 4. Really. And every story that there is to tell, you can see it within episode 4. And it's not hey, well, a few years ago this wasn't here, but it is now. You can look at it and you can understand why we time jumped years in the future. Or I guess present day it would be for this point in time. But it's so well written. And there's not a single point where I really looked at the episodes and said, why is this here? I may have at first, episode 1 and 2, because I was why is this being dragged out? But after episode 3, or even during episode 3, I never really was why is this here? I knew why it was. And seeing the development of V and Caitlyn, I think is really good. Seeing the development of the government council and those characters. I remember all their names. I'm still getting used to the names. I know it's 9 episodes. I have a poor memory, deal with it. But the point is that the development of all these characters is just so good. Why can't other shows do this? Why is it always the animated shows that can pull this stuff off? But the live action stuff, they just can't. I know they're limited, but it amazes me so much that animation is really the future of superhero television. And now, I know it's a superhero game or a superhero show. Can you imagine, The Flash had an animated series like Arcane? With the style, with the writing, with the development? How cool that would be. It would be so limitless on what they could do. And it really, on some level, it sucks we're never going to see that. But it's so cool we got a show like Arcane that can show that, yeah, this stuff can be done. It's so cool. And just to talk more about Jinx, I mean, the design for everything that's happening to her is so well done. Like, that scene where she's got the minigun out and, like, you can see her younger self sitting behind her. You can see the two friends that she accidentally killed when in episode 3, like statues behind her. She's going through this really psychic break of seeing V and not seeing her, questioning if she's real or not, and then dealing with Silco brainwashing the hell out of her, and then just continuing to break over and over and over and over and over. It is so well drawn out. And by drawn out, I mean, like, the artistry of it is so well done. And it is so just good. It is so good. And the season finale of Jinx launching that missile and when it breaks that window and the smile that Jinx has been known to draw, that like psychic, like devil-like face in the way that she's been drawing since she took over this Jinx persona. It was just such good artistry. And this show's obviously a lot more than just the art of it, but it's still so good. And it really does paint this beautiful picture for these characters, particularly Jinx. That Jinx has mainly a lot of the artistry through her character. And it really does kind of bring us into her world, like what she sees. And again, it's so well done. There's a lot more I can say about the show. I mean, it's just, there's so much, but it's like, it's so good that I can't explain it. Like, the fight scenes in the show, there's not a lot of them, but the ones that, at least season 1 is not a lot of them, but the ones that do happen, again, they're so well done. And like the park horse scene in episode, I want to say it was 5, where V and Caitlyn were going to the underground city area, and V was just like parkouring all over the place in that. And you got this beautiful shot of V standing up above the underground and looking down at her city to see that she's, known. It's not the same as it was. And you understand that feeling through the music that's playing, through her expression, through the vibe of the city. It is so well done. And Imagine Dragons, which was in episode 5, literally, which is insane. The intro music, the song they picked for the show, it just, everything fits so well. Like, it's insane to me that this is an actual show. And if you don't know League of Legends, it's okay. Like, you don't need to know that to watch this show. And it really does suck. There's only going to be 2 seasons of this. And I really do hope that they branch off to some more in this world. Like, in Netflix shows. I don't know what, but I hope that they do branch off to more than just this show. Because it's going to suck if we just stop there and that's it. There has to be more after this. I'm not saying more seasons for Arcane. Maybe they just do 2. But like I said, maybe another show. Or even maybe a movie. I don't care. Just something. There's no way that this is just it. And I just know. Like, no. I know a lot of people want more. I want more. I haven't seen season 2 yet. And I want more. So I really do hope that they really do continue this. Because it really is amazing. And so, yeah, I don't really got anything else to say. There's a lot more I could say, but just there's so much to say. It's just, I don't know, I guess, really what to say, even though there's a lot left to say. Whatever, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. If you guys want me to do like reviews of season 2, like episode reviews, like episode 1, do a review of that, episode 2, do a review of episode 3, and then however many episodes are in Act 2, I'm assuming 3. If you guys want me to do that for season 2, let me know in the comments down below. They may not start till Monday night, if you guys want that. But if you do, let me know. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Have a good night. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys next video. Bye, guys.